Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Soul Stain Ink. My name is Beth, and today is Writing Wednesday. I know that I uploaded a writing video yesterday, what with my tardy upload of a manuscript Monday. However, I didn't want to swerve off course, and I have promised a couple of you that I would talk about my main work in progress. So today's Writing Wednesday is going to be all about this bad boy right here. This is The Way We Were. This is actually part 2 of The Way We Were, and I will talk about that in just a second. But first, let me give you a basic summary. The briefest summary possible is that there's a group of 7 friends who come to find out that they are supernatural beings who have been reincarnated multiple times, each time in order to save the world because there is a demon who keeps attempting to create a pseudo-apocalypse so that the world gets thrown into some sort of dystopian, terrifying world that he gets to be in charge of. So this group of 7 friends discovers their abilities and working together have to figure out how to fight this demon and his minions. But there's so much more to it than that. First of all, this is a 2-part book. The first half of the novel is a series of 8 sections. Each section is one character. Each character is having a series of dreams or flashbacks from previous lives. Some of these flashbacks overlap for different characters in different sections. Some of them do not. So we kind of piece together their histories, the 7 of them, what they've done in previous lives, who they were, how they've been together, etc. The 8th section is actually the demon and his minions because he is actually the CEO of one of America's, or at least one of Florida's, biggest nonprofit organizations. They do great things for people. They donate a lot of money. They have big galas and raise awareness for all sorts of things. And behind it is Axel Gray, who back in the day was this rock star that everybody loved. It is now in charge of this foundation, which is the perfect cover for the demon Asmodeus, his half-mortal son, and all of the minions that they have recruited through the foundation. As I just said, this book, or at least the modern parts of this book, are set in southern Florida. So the second half of the book is firmly in the present, and it is set in southern Florida. I haven't chosen a specific town as of yet, although it's going to be one of the larger cities. The foundation needs to have somewhere to really have a good base. And that's not going to be little old Podunk somewhere. That's going to be somewhere like Pensacola, Orlando, maybe Kissimmee. I don't know. I haven't exactly decided yet, but somewhere down in that region. And yeah, the second half of the book is just present day. They're coming into figuring out all of the things that are going on. There are just all sorts of supernatural beings in effect. The out of the 7, 4 are the same sort of supernatural being, and then 2 are dissimilar, but they are all part of one group that has worked together, like I said, through multiple lifetimes and will continue to work together through multiple lifetimes more, probably, unless they can stop Asmodeus and the Foundation from creating the pseudo-apocalypse, throwing us into a dystopian environment and taking over the universe. One of my favorite things about this book is that I am writing it as a new adult slash adult fantasy novel. And while I'm not so great at the action scenes yet, I am going to go back and really just pack it in with action. I get to be sassy in a way that I can't be in the children's and middle grade novels. As much as I love the sass that I'm able to, hello, Boo Kitty. Look, the kitty cat came to say hi. As much as I love the sass and witticisms that I can put into the Stone Dragon saga and all the other stories I do in those age levels, there's just something about every once in a while writing a an adult piece where I can go back and, you know, cuss a little if I want to, or throw in some making out in a random sex scene. I will say there's not a whole heap and bunch of that in here because I like to focus more on the story than on the raunchy sex scenes. But, you know, it is an adult book and I have the ability to throw a few things in, and I have done so. In fact, a scene that I just finished writing the other day is all about how one of the characters, Lee, has this new girlfriend, and he went over and spent the night at her house. And so Eliza took Brent and Clayton and Joel, and they went over to her house to collect Lee because they figured out who she was working for. And he's being all sassy and naked in bed, like, why don't you come pull me out? I'm naked. Come on, do it. And then all of a sudden, Axel comes into the room and there's a spar, let's say, and he realizes that in order to save Eliza, who is his best friend, he has to get her out of there. So Lee jumps up out of the bed, grabs Eliza, and is like carries her out of the house across the parking lot in front of the huge foundation buildings in the middle of downtown, wherever they are, to her car, gets in her car, buckles up, and is driving down the road. And Eliza turns over and she's like, "You're naked. You're driving naked. You're driving my car naked." And he's like, "I had to." So it's just something about being able to add those little bits. And yes, I will go back and put in some more details here and there for both the action and the naughty fun bits, and just really fill it out to be a new adult novel instead of the younger grade PG versions, which I normally write. If you would like to know more about The Way We Were, if you would like to check out what I have so far, if you want me to do another video about it or any of my other works, etc., and so forth, please leave me your comments down below and do not hesitate to like and subscribe if you haven't yet. I have several new people, so I want to say hello. Thank you for joining us. I'm so excited to see you here, and I can't wait to get to know you all. Until next time, I hope you have a fabulous day and read something good, but write something even better. Bye.